You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show.
Do I do this?
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome to Movie Baiters with the Farx brothers. I'm Kyle.
I'm Kirk.
Or no.
All right. It was in the middle of a drink, I think.
And I was listening before we went on. So it's Paul Ngang?
Ngang. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Sorry. And the first question of the show, do you want to take it or should I?
Okay. Are you a multi-hyphenate on set?
Yeah.
Multiple hats?
I do directing, writing.
Nice.
Done some acting as well. And then done crew stuff like PA, grip. I've 80'd one, so kind of both behind the camera, in front of the camera as well.
How would you rank it in, I want to say, what you're most passionate about?
I'd say directing, number one. That's kind of what got me into the whole filmmaking, wanting to be a director. And then writing, I think that's the one that doesn't come as easy as directing. So that's also up there in what I love to do because it's challenging and also fun. It's always good to work on sets. Just, they don't come around often. So whenever you're there, for the most part, it's been pretty fun.
When you say it doesn't come easy, what do you mean writing and directing? They don't come easy.
Well, I feel like directing for me, it's a lot easier than writing a whole feature film. I feel like I'm comfortable when I'm directing. Obviously, I guess writing short films is different than features because I'm writing features, and that's kind of the harder part. Also, because I've never written one fully, so I guess that's the hurdle I'm stepping over now.
So is this your first feature you're writing? 90 pages? How many pages do you want to aim for?
So what'd you say?
How many pages do you want to aim for?
At least 90. I think for the last draft I did, at least my earlier drafts are always 40 pages, and then it gets more 60, 70, then eventually I break there, but at least getting that feature length.
Do you outline?
Yeah, I do.
How much outline to if you've written 40 pages, how many pages of outline did you have? Not that there's any math around that. I just like asking.
How many pages outline?
Yeah, how many pages did you outline? Nick's newest outline which is mainly a redraft of his second act on a feature he's redrafting, is 8 pages.
8.2.
Oh, for outline?
Excuse me. I didn't.
It just creeps into page 9.
See,
the point 2 matters.
That's why when you're short. That's why I thought to ask, is because of dear Nick Farx over there.
Well, I use it's called Coda. It's a website, right. So it's not really a pages. So I wouldn't really know, but I do the beats, character, story world. I kind of follow this book called it's called The Anatomy of Story.
Oh,
yeah. That's kind of what I've been using, and honestly, I want to switch from it and do something else because it kind of gets me in my head. But that's kind of what I've been using to outline.
Okay, and this for your feature or also for your shorts?
For everything, yeah.
Okay, it's kind of here's the arc and here's how to get through the emotional things people need for a complete story.
That, but also it kind of breaks up the story in, I guess different components that I guess helps with the character and everything comes from the character and comes from the theme and are connected.
And have you taken any classes on this? It seems like you're kind of autodidactic, meaning learning on your own, and not taking any, because you graduated high school.
Yes.
And then were you making movies while you were in high school?
Nah. So in my last year, because my high school my senior year was in COVID.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was the year. It wasn't the bad year when I missed those people missed prom and all that. Mine was the year after. So people did go back to school, but I was in Minnesota at the time, and I was doing online school in Maryland. So I was doing a community college, and I took a film class, and that was more film study, and watching movies, writing essays on it. but I guess for like writing, I guess that was my first like film class. I took that like 2022, and I've taken stuff at Film North, writing wise, took some directing classes there, or I guess it was like production classes there, and yeah, books, and like online stuff really, yeah.
So what made you? Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask, or are you wondering what inspired you to get into film? Was it that class or
I think just during the pandemic, I was watching a lot of movies. I remember like watching Die Hard with my dad and Lethal Weapon, because I remember they were on Netflix. I watched that.
Wait, did you watch the sequels to those then?
Yeah, I think we watched at least like 3 of them. There's like, how many? Like 4?
4 Lethal Weapons, 5. Well, there should only be 3 Die Hards, but there are 5. There are 3 good Die Hards.
3 that matter.
1 kind of shitty one, and a really, really, really shitty 5th one.
Yeah. Because I mean, I do like Steve Carell's, Michael Scott's analysis is, well, in the first one, he's fighting a guy with no shoes, but by the 4th one, he's fighting a jet. It's not amped too much.
Oh yeah.
What's really important to me is if you watched Lethal Weapon 4.
Honestly, I can't remember.
Okay, that's the one with Chris Rock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Jet Li, that's the best one.
Yes,
I maybe watched it.
We recently rewatched some scenes after that when we lost focus during a writing session. And it's one of my favorite movies.
I remember the movie. I don't remember. Was it just you two who
No,
watched?
you were there.
I don't remember that.
When we were watching
what did I
scene.
drink? Where I don't remember it.
What was the dentist scene? We were watching.
My choice. If I ever watched a scene from that myself, I would always watch the cell phone scene. So I never.
Oh, we watched both of those scenes.
Yeah. They fuck it with the
Cell phones.
I could have watched it.
Oh, Lethal Weapon 4 is like a pure experience because it's like some people would say, has it gone too funny? But like all the Lethal Weapons are funny. I don't know. Obviously Mel Gibson shouldn't have said and done those things. What I mean mostly is Flight Risk because I haven't seen it and heard it's bad.
The recent one? Or?
Yeah. Did you see it?
No.
Okay. No. Well, this is your interview, so we'll get back to that. When you're working on set, other people's sets, what job are you typically doing?
Mostly PA.
Okay.
And then after that, probably be grip. Those are probably the 2 I've done the most.
Okay, and you've been on some commercial and professional sets where they're paying you to show up. And,
yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And I said to you before we went on air that I watched another interview with you, and I sensed a question around like, you're gonna stay in Minnesota, and what's the scene like there? And like, so you can answer this however you want. Uh-huh. Pretend I asked something like that.
Okay.
And things like, why Minnesota? But why stay here? Why not move to Atlanta, Austin, New York,
Romania?
LA? Romania. Yeah, I mean, out of the country.
They make a lot of low-budget movies.
Romania.
Or Albania. We have friends there. So,
global market.
Yeah. Why stay here? Like, is it just home base is here, your family's here, or you're thinking you might leave? And I'm not asking you to leave. I'm more like, we want to grow the community here, but I think keeping young guys like you viable in this market is hard, and I don't know how we're going to do it. It's on me.
Well, there's no real room for growth either. That's probably the other thing.
We're not letting him answer the question. I'm sorry. I was bloviating while he's forming his thoughts. It looks like you may have an answer.
Yeah, I mean,
good.
It's where I live now. I live with my parents, and there's film around, so it's like kind of no-brainer. Why not stay here until like maybe like one day work takes me elsewhere or takes me here. Honestly, wherever I can like make films, wherever I can, work. Honestly, like I think for me right now it makes the most sense to be in Minnesota, especially like this early on because I have a lot of connections. I can make films for like with the connections like cheaper than if I was in New York and I had to pay like or LA and I had to pay like all the insurance and deal with like all those people that are annoying. Yeah, so it's pretty just like a no-brainer for now.
That's a good cost benefit of if you went somewhere else, not only would you not have the connections, the like you're saying, the legislative part of it. Do you have a permit to be shooting in the Sparks Center? And you might.
I've heard horror stories.
Sure. Whereas I haven't. I've heard the exact opposite in Minnesota because it's not as intrusive right now. But
you've heard stories of people like
not getting hassled. The opposite. It's more like, oh yeah, sure, come in. You don't care. No one's gonna get in other people's business as much.
Yeah.
I think it's also cultural. Just hey, we have good fences, you know.
Yeah.
Unless you film it at state park, I definitely need a permit for that.
Get your insurances, get your permits. We're not encouraging, not doing any of that. We're just saying
My tax dollars paid for the state park. I'll film if I want to.
Oh yeah, we have multiple times now. Now that I
Well,
think
we don't
about
want
it.
to admit that on here. Go ahead.
I'll do it. I'll take the
evidence
brunt
has
of
been
it.
filmed and released. Sorry.
That's what the government's not listening.
Yeah, is your latest movie, Claire,
My latest movie is The Fashionably Late.
the Fashionably Late. Where is this movie been featured?
Oh, it hasn't.
It's
been.
not come out
still
yet.
in like post production.
Oh, okay.
So we're like last month we picture locked, and we have the colors going on.
Nice.
Are you doing color again on this one?
No.
You farmed that out. You don't. You. I noticed you did
Farm
color.
that out.
He does color on some of his movies.
I know, but is that an actual term? You farm that out? Is that a real thing?
I've heard a term. I mean, it can be used in different.
Oh.
I could see
can
it
make
being
terms.
used.
Oh.
Thank you. I
All words
can
are
make
made
terms.
up.
This is my show, not our show. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
Yeah, I just noticed you'd done color on other ones. So when did you shoot it? Let's go back to that.
So we shot this one in October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it for something?
Well, we're gonna submit it to festivals.
Okay.
Yeah.
How has that process been for you with other projects?
What do you mean?
Submitting to festivals.
Oh, okay, got you. So I've only ever done it once
Okay.
with Claire, and I mean it was, I guess the only downside about it was that it was kind of expensive, but because we submitted to a lot, we got a lot of rejections too. But we also did get a lot of acceptance. We did the Sci-Fi Film Festival. That was one of them, and some others. And I mean, it was cool to, I guess, get accepted. I didn't get to like screen it anywhere. Those festivals were like, I don't know, whatever it was, but like we didn't get to screen it at those festivals, but like maybe honorable mention or accepted.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that was like a 25-minute movie too, wasn't it, Claire?
Yeah. So it was long. So I guess I understand why it didn't make, the cut for certain festivals.
For whatever that's worth. I'm always curious about, what people's festival strategy is.
Yeah.
Especially starting out. So what's the log line for the one that you just picture locked last month?
So The Fashionably Late is about an ex-artist turned corporate worker who's confronted by his past by an old friend and revisits his past relationship and pretty much like the reason why he kind of gave up his artwork, his artistry. And then it gives him the, I guess, impulse to chase after his dreams again. That wasn't a log line. It was just me rambling, but that kind of gives you the sense of.
Yeah, I feel like log lines are like the final. Like you have your movie.
Yeah.
You know what it's about. You just the log line is a very specific marketing piece that
Right.
I know me personally. I save to the very. I'm like I don't want to deal with doing a log line until I actually have to be showing it to somebody who matters. Where I have to like condense it into the most perfect little one sentence thing. You can still know the movie before you don't know even if you don't know like the perfect like like the perfect string of words
I never have.
say in an elevator. But yeah.
It's always just a sentence, right? It can't be longer than that.
I haven't read many log lines that are more than one. Maybe a handful. And they have to be like really good to get away with being two sentences.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Indeed. I'm not going to argue for or against log lines.
It's a necessary evil.
I find the things that I'm hearing about and have seen in your movies relatable. What is your motivation for making these shorts? Is it to mostly get your calling card out there or something else?
I guess, yeah, a little bit of the calling card. Also just, at the moment, it's what I can make. I like narrative. I haven't really dabbled in like documentary, but the shorts, it's, when I get like a story, like I just want to tell it, and there's only so long I can go without making something.
Okay. And you write and direct, I notice. Are you usually editing? yours?
Yeah, I've edited every one that I made.
You like the editing process?
It's all right. I'm not like. I feel like I don't really, because I only ever edit when I make a short film, which might be once a year, or so it's nothing that I'm like super proficient on. I guess I can understand like how a story would flow, and also I storyboard, I directed it, so I kind of know exactly how I want it. But
do you do storyboarding?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you do your storyboard? Do you draw, or do you have is there like a software that you use?
Draw.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah. Just download some papers and then make stick figures. Some are better than
Okay.
others. I think this for the Fashion Be Late, I kind of did like the manga anime type expressions,
very specific.
like exclamation mark, just to add a punch to it.
Oh yeah, and then you clearly know what the emotion in that shot is supposed to be. Do you know what manga is?
I've heard of it. I can almost picture it.
It's Japanese comic books.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I think it was something like
You
that.
read them from right to left.
Yeah.
Well, that'll take some getting used to, but
It's
that's
not
fine.
that hard.
Are you a comic book guy? Do you read manga?
I do have a couple.
All right.
I'm not like too big on it, but I mean, there's certain some comics that I read, some mangas that I read as well.
Are you more comics or more manga?
It's probably split.
Wow.
I think recently I've been trying to get more into comic books because long term I'd love to make. I have a series in my head that I like to make.
Okay.
But I've been reading a little bit more comics. I guess just more interested in comics lately.
Are you the series you have in your head? Is it specifically a comic series?
I would love for it to be an animated like series.
All right. Picture here.
Picture here.
Yeah. Who knows who's watching this?
Right
Ted,
now.
I know you're watching.
Scott Snyder, you might be watching.
Oh yeah, sorry, we only half filled this drink for this segment.
So that one is called. I'm still piecing the story together,
Okay.
but broad stroke, it's about like it's called Fufu and Cheeseburgers. So
Interesting.
it's like a
I'm with you.
yeah. So think like it takes place in Africa. It's
Heard of it?
You've heard of it.
Yeah.
He
He hasn't heard of it.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's there's like kind of zombie type creatures in it. Pretty much there's I can only really describe. It's kind of I want it to be like almost like a Dune type with the scale and like the politics of it. Man, it's hard to describe.
Wait. You want to talk about politics in your series? What about what? Okay, and I like zombies as a political tool. So zombie-like things.
Yes.
I heard you. I don't know if they're full-on zombie. Do they run?
Yeah, they're more creatures, but like they eat the hamburgers, and it turns them into zombies. So pretty much, the hamburger and like the fufu, it's like represents like culture, like African culture, American culture, and it's kind of about like how I guess has like colonialism themes and how that I guess can affect.
Well, if I see it again, I'll.
Okay, what are the fufu?
I don't know yet, but it's
What?
more, well, fufu is a food. It's like an African food.
Oh,
So it's
what
two
kind of
different-
food?
So pretty much fufu is like I don't know exactly what it's made, maybe like cassava or yam, but it's something you use to like eat other soup with it. So it's like you'd pinch the fufu and like eat the soups.
Oh
So,
yeah, like Ethiopian food has that a lot.
Yeah, that's injera, and then that's pretty much what you would use to eat other food.
So fufu is like injera.
Similar. I mean,
But so injera is Ethiopia. Where's fufu?
I guess it might be more places, but West Africa.
West Africa. Okay.
Yeah, Nigeria. I'm Cameroonian, so
Okay.
Cameroon. I'm sure like that area has it.
I uniquely know like 3 Cameroonians because Alison Gessu, who's
Yep,
been on the
she's
show
on it.
before, and we made a movie, a boxing like comedy with someone who's also Cameroonian.
Really?
His name's Slink Proper. That's his stage name.
Okay.
So yeah, he's a professional boxer.
Legal name Slink Improper.
And he works out with Dalton Outlaw. Hey Dalton, sorry I'm not there right now.
Legal name Dalton Upstanding Citizen.
Wow.
Love the legal names.
Got jokes.
We've had his employee on the show before, actually. Sorry. So you want to make a
Looking for it,
series that? Excuse me.
I'm just keeping an eye out for the spike. My pet. Don't mind me.
How
I'm just-
furry was it?
It was
It
one of those
furry.
not
Like
furry
a small
ones.
one, like Smaller than your thumb.
Okay, smaller than my thumb. Oh, well,
Yeah.
Kirk is a little smaller.
It's
than
one of
me,
those ones
so-
that looks like a rubber band. Like the color and everything, the texture looks like a rubber
the
band.
rubber band Spider-Man.
Rubber band spider. But that's, yeah.
Daddy short legs, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Danny Short Legs is that's my rap nickname. So the idea is that people are eating bad food and becoming creatures. And there's a giant spider. I just want to know about the giant spider a little bit more.
Okay, so that's it's a lot further into the
First season?
no.
Have
like,
you thought of this seasons at a time? This is
I
your
do.
Game of Thrones?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think like
Let's do that.
ideally 4 seasons.
Okay.
Yeah,
Paradise is 3.
Paradise is 3.
Supposedly. I haven't
Currently.
gotten to the...
Is it currently? They're probably getting
They're
more.
finishing the second... They just finished the second season, and they're supposedly doing a third and final.
Oh wow.
You come here for
Well,
news
it's
on
good.
Hulu
It's
shows.
good that like it's not gonna run forever and just get bad, right?
Right, for Walking Dead.
Supposedly I have been told
Mm-hmm.
in past 2-3 years of pitching is that you should know the beginning, middle, and end. Like
Yeah.
Hacks was sold 6 years ago on here's all 5 seasons, and
Yeah.
now they're doing the 5th season. So
I see.
yeah, that closed ended to the series you want to build towards. I applaud that. Have you ever looked at what a series pitch deck takes?
Sorry.
The elements of a series pitch deck.
Maybe a little bit, not fully.
I've got copious amounts of notes and things, but I'll find something if you're ever looking to formalize this a little
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
'Cause I
definitely
went to
one
a lot
day
of-
I'll have it.
And just because I can't help myself. Like, so what are the
Okay.
politics you want to cover in like 4 seasons of a show? Like to me,
Global
Game
politics?
of Thrones
Within
is
the
about
world?
nuclear weapons and how nation
Game
states
of
can't
Thrones
be.
is about nuclear weapons?
Yes,
I thought it was
I guess
about
so.
Dragons are
conflict
nuclear
scenes.
weapons?
I
The
guess so.
dragons are nuclear weapons.
That makes sense. I mean, now that you're saying it,
No, it doesn't work because not every country technically. Other countries have nuclear weapons, not
and
just
House
United
of
States.
Dragons is nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, House of Dragons is not Game of Thrones though. Only one country has nuclear weapons and Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's more like the United States in the 1940s.
Yeah, but not now.
Okay.
There are more countries with nuclear
Time
weapons.
is moving backwards.
What is the geopolitical or what is the just I'm always interested when people say everything's political, first of all.
Right, okay.
Everything we make is propaganda.
Yeah.
mean, you
Last
say that.
Taco, there's a bro code, and if
Yeah.
you violate the bro code, you're out.
Mhm.
I watched Last Taco. You can too on YouTube. So
yeah.
what is the geopolitical thing that you want to cover? And what is it? Fufu and cheeseburgers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Man, I don't even know. I mean, colonialism is the main thing. Just how that's one. And then also just like maybe international politics. I'm still trying to figure that out.
I'll switch to something easier. Why did not easier, but like something that's more unique to you and your
Okay.
decision making that you can control thus far? Y'all making a movie? Why is that in 4x3 and then it's in 16:9 at the end?
Yeah.
Like the part with Toussaint, who a big time professional actor locally. So second question would be how'd you land that? But
Yeah.
why is it in 4x3 and then in 16:9? Answer me, Mr.
For
Filmmaker.
what movie?
Y'all making a movie?
Oh, okay,
That's the
kind
name of the. Did you not go through this man's lexicon?
No, I did not. I'm sorry.
Come on, Kirk. No. So 4x3 and the 60:9. Well, the 60:9 is the reality of it. That's like the real world. And the 4x3, that's like the film that they're making. So I wanted 4x3 because I don't know. It gives that like movie type feeling. That's I guess like the movie format. I guess, maybe not. But I feel like it really just a change between them. Gives a contrast between like the fake and the real.
All right. Did you shoot it differently, or did you shoot it the same and cut off the sides?
You know, I think
You're not a DP. I noticed that.
I'm not. But I just forgot. I feel like we
I'm
may,
not
we
either.
may
Just to be
have,
clear.
but we also may not have. I think I can't even answer. I'd have to ask the DP.
How'd you land Toussaint?
I've worked on his sets a few times. He's actually one of the first, like when I first started working in like the local film industry. He's like one of the first people I met at like a mixer event.
Nice.
But then I've worked on his sets. The set that I worked on, it was in one of his latest project, his latest series. There's a kid that while we were shooting asked the question, "Y'all making a movie?" So that inspired me to make a movie about that, and I asked him if he wanted to be in it.
And this is gonna be like, they didn't watch it, but I did. I don't. Is it bad that he's washing away the chalk at the beginning? And that's okay. It is bad because you're taking away like the childlike joy for and clearly we should still be bringing our childlike joy into art and making something like making a movie, even though it's nearly impossible because of the number of things you need to coordinate.
Yeah, I mean, so the chalk is like pretty much, I guess the theme would be like, how far would you go for like your creative success or like to I guess do something. And I guess he starts with the character ruining the kid's painting art, and then at the end we see the actual filmmaker also pose with that same question: should he ruin this kid's painting as well, or chalk work?
That is someone who does not understand free art department.
Probably.
I'm impressed that you've coordinated a couple of, competent looking shorts in a short amount of time, Well, talk to me about where you start. Like, you have a script and like how long you working on. You said specifically, I'm refining this question as I'm asking it, that you have to do it. When you have to write it, then tell me about after you've had to write it, then when you have to shoot it. How do you go from there to there? What are the steps you take? Who do you get first? Who do you organize? And how do you go through that process?
Yeah, so it always starts with the idea. The idea always comes first. And it's honestly, I mean, last taco was like, I mean, we've all been through a situation when someone eats your taco or your food. No.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. I was missed. It's such a simple concept, and
right.
It's funny that you're going through big philosophical things like, what if I gave up my art to work in, the corporate world, and then also I have roommates, and one of these fuckers ate my taco.
Right. Yeah. I hate when that happens.
And that you made it the person of color being guilty. That's on you. But
oh my
whatever.
gosh. I wish it was a blunder, I guess.
No, I mean, everyone's capable of committing crimes.
For sure,
we don't want
for
the
sure.
bigotry of low expectations. I was kidding. I'm sorry.
But I guess
it's the white guys who are good at stealing stuff.
That's almost somehow more
on a more global. We're talking more on a global level.
I mean,
we're going to talk about like colonialism.
I guess I need to.
It's the white guys.
Use that for my comic book or something. No, but now that we're talking, I think I make stuff like that are kind of current to me, like the last taco with Claire. That I started writing that around the writer's strike. You're
not in the WGA.
I'm just joking.
You're a student.
I'm joking. I started writing that around the writer's strike because AI was in the news.
Still is.
Still in the news, but that was like when it, at least for me, like first started to pop up, I guess. And then I guess what's after that? Y'all making a movie, Tucson and what happened on that set, the kid. So yeah, always something current. Even the film, now The Fast Should Be Late, I didn't write that one. It actually kind of fell in my lap, sort of. But the short film I'm writing now, also something current. So I guess I kind of write stuff that are happening to me, stuff that's current. And then from there on, I go, who do I know? Friends. Normally, I think for Last Taco, I got the DP first, because I kind of produced that one. I didn't have like a producer above me, so went to the DP and like we really like worked on everything together. That film I also paid it myself, my own money. And then Claire also, I guess Claire was a little different because once I wrote it, I went to a friend and he was a producer and we started working together. So I guess after writing, getting the crew, getting friends and people on it, I've been doing like GoFundMe's.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How's that going for you?
I mean, it's a lot of family. My family's pretty supportive. Claire did pretty well. He raised a lot of money. And yeah, so that's probably like the primary.
How many days
money
did you shoot
source.
for this 25-minute movie?
Claire was about like 6 days.
Okay.
Yeah. It was
So
about
shooting
six.
like six pages a day?
I-
6 days? No, that's not. Well, I did that
Like
math.
four and a half or
Four and a
something.
half. Okay, that's not much.
Yeah.
I mean, it is still a lot, but
Oh
Yeah. We definitely had like long, like 10, 12-hour days. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they were long. Yeah, that was about 6 days. Y'all Making the Movie was like 3, maybe. The Fashionably Late, that was like maybe 6 or 7. After like the crew and like getting the people, I don't know, I guess just say like starting to get like gear. I've been fortunate enough to like know a lot of people that have been able to donate gear, help out with that. Really just using my connections and then shooting.
And you're doing the same for other folks, it sounds like.
What do you mean?
All right, like you're helping other people on their movies. You have other friends that are making movies. and
Yeah.
The same folks that are coming and working on your movies, you're then going and working on their movies, I assume, or something like that.
Right. I've worked on like friends' movies, mostly as like a PA type. Never like super hands-on. At least like, yeah, never hands-on on someone else's movie, but I've helped as like PA or grip crew.
Hands on set, that matters if they're competent.
Yeah, that's what's important. Well, the last question of the night we usually ask our guests is, who would you recommend we reach out to be on this show?
I guess I have a friend, Joe Borman. He's a
Borman?
filmmaker. Charla Marie Bailey. You guys know
Charlotte Marie, we know her.
You know her? Has she been on the podcast?
She hasn't, and she should be, because we've had other people from her feature. We had the other two leads from that feature, and the
you gotta
director,
have her.
Allison Gessner.
You gotta have her.
So Joe Borman and Charlotte Marie.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Well, Paul, thank you for joining us. Catch you guys next time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN. Join us next time for another debate.
I guess can affect, I guess how that like they intertwine. I guess.
What just
what happened?
How's a giant spider?
Oh,
What?
we killed a giant spider.
I have a giant.
That was
spider
my
there.
pet, you asshole.
Yeah.
You have you'd be a giant spider in your show?
There's a giant.
I'll
spider
clean it
there.
up later. Okay, he's dead. He's dead.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh, well, I'm gonna take him outside.
All right, go ahead.
Nick has love for this. So, okay,
There's a lot, and it's
we're
hard
building
to.
towards politics in this thing.
Okay.
So they eat cheese. People who eat cheeseburgers
Fucker.
become fufu.
No.
Well, if
They
I see it
become
again,
zombies,
I'll.
or the
Okay, what are
creatures.
the fufu?